Hey guys, Infidel1258 here. Today I'm going to cover a comment from the audience, and this one's about my recent tone, or my perceived tone based on the viewer's perspective, about how I've said recently to more than one person, if you're frustrated or disappointed or you don't believe in the future or fun of it, Splinterlands, you can leave. And the comment seems to have some maybe disappointment that I would be perhaps not trying to invite those individuals back into excitement and joy, and maybe just willingly, almost open-handedly saying to them, you know, if you want, you can leave. I want to talk about this because I think there's value in unpacking on a deeper level where that tone, where that comment, why I would say such a thing, especially when I love this game and I want this game to grow. So let's spend some time on it today. It'll be a shorter video. And I'm going to give a shout out to the individual who commented, and they're going to get a raffle ticket for that free plot of land, which we'll be giving away within a couple weeks, I think, maybe in June. And before we go any further, I need to shout out Splinter Coach. SplinterCoach.com is sponsored the channel and the video. This is a website that will track your personalized battle history within Splinterlands. With this tool, you're going to see two things. One, some enjoyment as you explore your own data. Which cards are you using? How are you winning? When are you losing? Which rule sets and mana caps? And then out of that, you're going to have entertainment, but also you're going to see the ability to improve in the game and therefore extract more reward for your time and attention. And things like this, like Thaddeus Brood, is surprisingly powerful. One of the cheapest summoners, not cheapest, but a relatively inexpensive summoner, a modern summoner, a Chaos Legion summoner. Those packs are really dirt cheap right now, 25 and 14. That's interesting. What does that tell you about maybe building the best deck? And then other summoners which are super expensive, like Archmage Arias, is 6 and 11. So, you know, some of these super expensive summoners maybe aren't the best for you to play with, and maybe some of these cheaper ones are. That's a sort of technique and tool that you can both have fun with and learn from within splintercoach.com. So check it out. Let's get into the video. Okay, so I got a comment from Cryptozard and Bex. And if you guys don't know them, let's click on their channel here. You should check them out. Cryptozard and Bex, they cover Splinterlands among other things, I think. I've seen some of their Splinterlands videos. I don't know if they do cover other things or not, to be honest. But I've definitely seen both of them covering this content, and I enjoy it. So I recommend you go check them out. But in this video, I don't want to so much talk about their channel, and I more want to just respond to the comment. Let's go look at it. Because, bro, I don't ever leave a negative comment, but your current tone of, well, guys, you can always leave, just comes off as like a gatekeeper. If you don't like it here, even how fair you guys can all, okay. If you don't like it here, even how unfair, no matter how unfair, I guess, you guys can always leave. Personally, I feel there needs to be more of an open discussion on why people are unhappy, and if there is a way to fix it instead of just saying, well, just leave. If everyone followed your advice, then we'd have no game and everyone would leave. Just my thoughts on your current tone, well, just leave. Okay. So first things first, I appreciate comments that are rubbing against, or, you know, there's some degree of friction about my current opinion or position, because there's an opportunity for either me to learn from what you're saying, or perhaps the community to see a broader understanding of what I'm advocating for, and maybe either way someone's gaining something. And so these sorts of conversations are great. Thank you for the comment. You guys will get one of those raffle tickets for that free plot of land will be given away shortly. I guess the second thing I want to say right out the gate is, I don't believe my tone is, well, just leave. That's your conclusion here. These are your thoughts on my current tone. Well, just leave. I don't believe that's my tone. I'm covering this channel. I'm covering this content every day. I'm playing this game every day. I'm investing in this game regularly. I'm making moves to try and grow what I'm doing here. And I'm exploring and like sharing that story so that others will be able to follow suit if they want. And I'm trying to share that passion. So my tone is not, well, you should all leave. My tone is, anyone who really understands what this is, Splinterlands is a revolutionary blockchain-based video game that rewards you for your time and attention, and that can change your life. while you're having fun, you can also receive reward. That's my tone about this game. But recently there's been a ton of salt, and you know that. And so when people are salty, just like I'm doing with you, I'm not saying you're salty, you're actually being very respectful. But what I'm saying is, when people are salty, or when people disagree with me, even respectfully, I aim to engage that disagreement, because again, through that process, through that challenge, either I'm going to learn something that I'm missing, or if I'm standing by my guns, maybe the community is going to see a different angle out of that conversation. So you got to address it. When people are saying things like Aggroed and Matt are, I could list 20 or 30 things recently. It's been slanderous. It's literally just been like almost constant hate. And so then what do we do? As a content creator within this space, and as a person who covers and loves Splinterlands, what do? You got to address it. Firstly. But secondly, I don't think you truly understand the power of what Splinterlands is. Like the revolutionary element of blockchain-based video games. If you fail to understand or appreciate the fact that someone can leave if they choose. Like, that's so important. It's not incidental. It's not tangential. It's not secondary. It's so core to why Splinterlands is even worth talking about. So that's the first main point that I really need to set a foundation for in this conversation. Why do we talk about this stuff? Because we actually need to tell people who are frustrated and those who love it that there are paths to leave this financially, that there's actually a reward here that can be manifest in reality. Like, I don't just mean points like gold coins that Super Mario collects. I'm talking about US dollars in your bank account as a product of being able to sell assets that you earned for free through time and attention. So that component of this story has to be, that's me affirming to the community that that's possible. And that's, shining that spotlight on one of the best features of Splinterlands. And so when you say, like, I shouldn't, I guess, say that, maybe that seems to be like what I'm hearing. Because I have said something like this, well, you guys can just leave. It comes off as a gatekeeper. I don't know about that. I can admit that this sentence is like a harsh, there's a harshness to it, to an individual who is feeling frustrated, and what I'm hearing in you is like a compassion and an empathy for the person who's feeling frustrated. And I think what I'm hearing from you is, Dwayne, couldn't you be more compassionate and empathetic toward those people who are already frustrated? Couldn't you encourage a conversation about an open discussion about why people are unhappy? I think I do that. I definitely do that. And in fact, I'm doing that right now in this video, as you express frustration, maybe even disappointment in how I've recently spoken. And so I do that. I definitely welcome disappointment, frustration, challenge, discussion. I'm open to how Splinterlands is maybe making wrong moves. When we go to places where we start pointing fingers about how Aggroed and Matt are ruining the game, are they killing the game? Are they personally evil and doing, malicious intent? Because that's the tone of where we've been going recently. Not maybe you and me, maybe not even 9/10 of the population here, but there's a loud minority of individuals who are speaking from that tone, that place. And the beauty and reality is that Splinterlands is the game that if you are so frustrated with it that you can't stand it anymore, if something has changed, either because of the development team or the direction or the trajectory or the broader economy, etc., where you no longer have confidence in the game of Splinterlands, you can leave. And that's not me saying, hey, everybody go away. It's not even me saying, like, I want you to leave. I'm constantly talking about this game because I love this game. And I'm advocating for it as an opportunity that might literally change your life because I believe that. And so if you think that I'm telling people to go away because I'm frustrated with them. I'm not. I'm saying that as a point of like a celebration that they actually have that outlet, that opportunity. If a game like, Diablo, a game like Apex Legends, a game, even Magic the Gathering, some amazing game that lots of people love, makes this dramatic change and you hate it, all you can do is turn off the console. But with a game like Splinterlands, when some sort of new direction or plan or release happens, and maybe in your mind it changes the future sustainability of the game, it's beautiful that you can leave, and that's got to be celebrated and repeated, because people who don't understand blockchain-based video games, which is most people, 99 out of 100 don't understand blockchain-based video games, need to know that there's value that's accruing from a game like this through your time and attention that is actually saleable. You can put it into your bank account. And that reality is what I'm bringing up when I address those commenters. So I'm not telling them to leave. I'm not even saying be silent about your criticisms. What I'm saying is that when something changes in your mind, if something has changed in your mind where the game is no longer fun or you believe it doesn't have a future, it's amazing. It's beautiful and powerful and revolutionary that you can actually sell your contents, your resources, your NFTs and move it into, cash. No other game's offering that. I mean, a couple of blockchain games are doing that, but I mean, this is almost literally unique. Like, there's just a handful of these out there. And I think this is positioned and possibly could be something really special in the future. And I think it already is, but I mean, I think multiplications are possible, like massive growth and appreciations are possible. So I hope that answers your question. I mean, I don't believe my tone is just leave. My tone, my point, let's forget about my tone. Let's talk about my point and we'll finish here. My point is, I hope you recognize that Splinterlands is a long-term thing. It's not a days, weeks, months. I hope you understand that there's trivial rewards available here within Splinterlands for your time and attention, and that those can accumulate in a meaningful way over a long time horizon, and that over that long time horizon, they can appreciate also, and that appreciation can be meaningful. And that's my point with this. But none of that means anything if you don't have the option to exit. And so when we talk about this with Jim and how he exited, it's like the conversation isn't, hey guys, you should all leave. I mean, obviously, I would hope that's obvious, but it's, you need to know that it's possible to leave. That's part of why this game is awesome. Let's not shy away from that. Let's not hide that. Let's not be afraid of the community shrinking because people leave. Weak hands will sell, and that's okay. Strong hands will buy, and people like myself are going to be willing to ride those waves. And I think this game's not going anywhere. We're going to do just fine. We already are doing amazing things in a bear market. I'm super positive and optimistic. And in my mind, that's my tone. So I welcome this continued conversation if there's more feedback, but I'm not going to shy away from telling people about the beauty and power of the actual exit to Splinterlands, because that is why this is special. Please see that. Thank you very much for the comment. Hope you guys have an amazing day. And comments, drop all sorts of comments below. You agree with me, you don't agree with me. If it turns into a video, I will give you a raffle ticket that might turn into a plot of land. Thanks guys, have an awesome day. Bye.